Hi, my future fourth graders. I hope you're going to have a wonderful summer, which you are. Just a couple quick things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to read to you from the one of the best books ever. Because in fourth grade, two things that are awesome. Classroom Money. Well, there's many awesome things, but two things that I want to talk about. Classroom Money, which are children's checks, and we'll talk about that. And then I read to you every day out of a novel that you're going to love, love, love. Just ask a former student of mine, and you're just going to love them. So every day after recess, we get comfortable, and you pick a spot that you want. And let me go over here. You pick a spot. You might take one of these, I don't know, disgusting little guys, a pillow or something, and you're going to sit wherever you want. You can take off your shoes because why not? And then you're quiet, and I read to you. And that's every day after recess. So I'm going to read you a chapter of that from here to get you excited for that. And then Classroom Money are children's checks, and you can turn them in. You get them for being good, or getting good grades, or getting an A+ on your science or your spelling test or a science test or whatever. You get paid out, and you have a classroom job that you can get paid for every Friday's payday. And every Friday, let's look at their classroom jobs. If you are, say, the line leader, which would have been Ashlyn, you get paid. And if I catch you being good, maybe kind to a friend, and you're like, "Hey, I've got a pencil. Do you need a pencil?" I'd be like, Matt or Addie, I need to give you a children's check because that was awesome. Anyway, you can turn them in for wonderful things. You can turn them. There's a whole list of things you can turn them in for, but a very popular item is you can buy out of memory work, because sometimes memory is hard and we just don't feel like doing it. Or you can buy out of a math assignment or something like that, which is fun. You can't buy out a test, though, because, the world isn't topsy-turvy. You can get candy. You can buy candy in class, and you can buy lunch with yours truly. Maybe you guys noticed that a bunch of fourth graders were gone eating in my classroom. That's because they bought the right to eat with me, which we had a lot of good times. But anyway, you'll get a list of all of that stuff. It's basically, good times. And you get one, everybody gets one at the end of the day if you don't move your magnet. And you move your magnet for being silly or doing, things you shouldn't, because, you're 9 years old and you know how to do school. So anyway, that's kind of fun. And maybe I've told you about those before, but whatever. Now, and then every day we are reading, check out all my awesome novels that you're going to end up reading. The One and Only Ivan, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. Oh, break your heart. Because of Winn-Dixie, so good. Anyway, I read to you because I just love it. And then you're going to read yourself and all of that. Wonderful things. Anyway, so let me get you. Hopefully that stays. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the first chapter. It's very short. Judy Blume, if you want to get this book and read it over the summer, that's good. Or any of her books are great. Maybe you've already read them before. But reading a good book twice won't kill you. Trust me. Anyway, this is wonderful. Chapter 1, The Big Winner. I won dribble at Jimmy Fargo's birthday party. All the other guys got to take home goldfish in little plastic bags. I won him because I guessed there were 348 jelly beans in Mrs. Fargo's jar. Really, there were 423, she told us later. Still, my guess was the closest. Peter Warren Hatcher is the big winner, Mrs. Fargo announced. At first, I felt kind of bad that I didn't get a goldfish, too. Then Jimmy handed me a glass bowl. Inside there was some water and 3 rocks. A tiny green turtle was sleeping on the biggest rock, and all the other guys looked at their goldfish, and I knew what they were thinking. They wished that they could have a tiny green turtle, too. I named my turtle Dribble while I was walking home from Jimmy's party. I live at 25 West 68th Street. It's an old apartment building, but it's got one of the best elevators in New York City. There are mirrors all around, and you can see yourself from every angle. There's a soft cushioned bench to sit on if you're too tired to stand. The elevator operator's name is Henry Belverheimer. He lets us call him Henry because Belverheimer is kind of hard to say. Our apartment's on the 12th floor, but I don't have to tell Henry. He already knows. He knows everybody in the building. He's that smart. He even knows that I'm 9 and I'm in the 4th grade. I showed him Dribble right away. I won him at Jimmy's party, I said. Henry smiled. Your mother's going to be surprised. Henry was right. My mother was really surprised. Her mouth opened when I said, "Hey, just look what I got. I won at Jimmy Fargo's birthday party." I held up my tiny green turtle. I've already named him. Dribble. Isn't that great? Isn't that a great name for a turtle? My mother made a face. "I don't like the way he smells," she said. "What do you mean?" I asked. I put my nose right down close to him. I didn't smell anything but turtle. So Dribble smells like a turtle, I thought. Well, he's supposed to. I mean, that's what he is. "I am not going to take care of him either, Peter," my mother added. "Well, of course you're not. He's my turtle, and I'm the one who's going to take care of him." "You're going to change his water and clean his bowl out and feed him and all of that?" "Yes, and even more, I'm going to see that he's happy." This time my mother made a funny noise like a groan. I went into my bedroom. I put Dribble on top of my dresser. I tried to pet him and tell him he would be happy living with me. But it isn't easy to pet a turtle. They aren't soft and furry, and they don't lick you or anything. Still, I had my very own pet at last. Later, when I sat down at the dinner table, my mother said, "I smell turtle. Peter, go and scrub your hands." Now, some people would think my mother is my biggest problem. She doesn't like turtles, and she's always telling me to scrub my hands. That doesn't mean just run them under water either. Scrub means I'm supposed to use soap and rub my hands together. Then I've got to rinse and dry them. I ought to know by now. I've heard it enough. But my mother isn't my biggest problem. Neither is my father. He spends a lot of time watching commercials on TV. That's because he's in the advertising business. These days, his favorite commercial is the one about Juicio. He wrote it himself. And the president of the Juicio company liked it so much that he sent my father a whole crate of Juicio for our family to drink. It tastes like a combination of oranges, pineapples, grapefruits, pears, and bananas. And if you want to know the truth, I'm kind of getting pretty sick of drinking it. But Juicio isn't my biggest problem. My biggest problem is my brother, Farley Drexel Hatcher. He's 2.5 years old. Everybody calls him Fudge. I feel sorry for him if he's going to grow up with a name like Fudge, but I don't say a word. It's not my business. Fudge is always in my way. He messes up everything he sees, and when he gets mad, he throws himself flat on the floor and he screams. And he kicks, and he bangs his fists. The only time I really like him is when he's sleeping. He sucks 4 fingers on his left hand and makes a slurping noise. When Fudge saw Dribble, he said, "Ooh, see?" And I said, "That's my turtle, you get it? Mine. You don't touch him." Fudge said, "No touch." And then he laughed like crazy. All right, chapter 1. That's it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to next year. I can't wait. Y'all have a safe and happy summer. Say your prayers and be good to your mother. All righty. Love you. Bye.